Hi everyone, you are most welcome back to Didi's Page. And in today's episode, we'll be discussing some of the myths, the fears I've held onto over the years before having my contraception, how it affected me or impacted me in the journey. So stay tuned. So before having my implants, I had so many fears, so many fears in my mind. Like what if I'm not able to, so a lot of what if. So this were really affecting my mind, they were really affecting me. But eventually I had this implant. So some of these myths are, well, for me, based on my experience, I wouldn't say control causes temporary infertility or permanent infertility, because like I've shared over time, I had the implant in February 2022 and I removed it in October 2024, and that same October, towards the end of October, I was confirmed pregnant. I had taken in. So for me, I would say with the help of God and your doctor's recommendation, birth control is fine. If you are married as newly wedded couples, as mothers, if you don't want emergency pregnancy, or you want a better way to space your childbearing, or you have lots of things to be achieved and you are just not ready to start having kids, birth control is an option for you. Secondly, weight gain. For me, throughout the journey, I didn't experience any weight gain. In fact, at some point I was getting slimmer. And my friends usually ask me, am I going to the gym? Am I going to the gym? I said no, I'm not going to any gym. So I think it's because I was active, usually going about my normal business. I wasn't living a sedentary lifestyle, so I was active. So that also could have helped me not to gain any more weight. And mood swing. I think depression, mood swing is a thing of the mind. For me, I surrounded myself with families and friends. I surrounded myself with good vibes only. So I was just me going about my normal business because the joy of the Lord was and is still my strength. The implant I had was inserted here at my left arm. So I do not see the correlation between my arm and my activity that day. So I didn't feel anything. As a matter of fact, I'm always in the heavenly realm when that activity is going on. So causes abortion. Well, birth control do not interrupt pregnancy. It only prevents pregnancy. It suppresses ovulation, and then it prevents the fertilization of egg. So for me, based on my experience, I do not believe it causes abortion. If you are married, wisdom is profitable to direct. So based on your agreement with your spouse and your doctor's recommendation, if you feel you want to space out your children, if you feel you have lots of plans to be achieved and you don't want emergency pregnancy, or you're not even ready to start having children, because a baby changes everything. So if you feel that way, then it's not a sin. In fact, what is actually a sin and morally wrong is you bringing these kids to the world, you bringing them to the world, and then you being irresponsible over them. And finally, I would love to know your thoughts on the comment section, and see you at my next video. Bye.